So recently I was thinking and praying about some business things, and I got to thinking about how what my vision is for my company, the way I want to run it, the way I envision it, being over the long haul or into the future. And I got to thinking about one of the things that I believe God told me, probably a couple years ago now, was this idea of doing simple marketing. Now, a little background. So, marketing can be very challenging, and if a client's not getting results, there could be any number of factors there. It could be that their marketing just isn't good enough for them. It could also be there's bad product market fit, or they have poor execution, and so they're not getting the snowball effect of a good reputation and good reviews. So there could be a lot of things going on for anyone who has a struggling business. And as a marketer, I tend to go in with the mindset of, I'm here to get you results, and we're going to keep working at it until we get results. And I tend to take a certain degree of personal responsibility that you get results from your marketing spend, and that's as it should be. That is my job, and I should be getting you results. Now, I think where simplicity comes in is that, well, there's a few things, but where it comes in, I think, is that I have to also at some point limit my responsibility, which means there are a lot of factors outside of my control. So I'm not going to internalize, if you're having issues with your business thriving and it's actually not my fault, then I don't want to waste all the extra time available to me working on your struggling campaign because you have problems in your business that aren't my problems, right? So that's where this thing that I heard from God saying, do simple marketing, I think comes in. And there are some amazing, there's a lot of reasons why simple marketing has the potential to be the best marketing. I don't mean simple from the standpoint of being untested or being ineffective. I think being effective, I think, is a kind of a given criteria for marketing. So I'm not talking about ineffective, I'm talking about effective marketing. But of the effective marketing options out there, choosing the simple options. And there's a couple of amazing things about simplicity that are fantastic. Number one, it's much more scalable. So if I want to ever be more than a one-man show, which I'm a little bit more than a one-man show right now, but not a whole lot. I mean, I have an assistant, but and a contractor, but not. I guess technically they're still all contractors at this point, and they're helping me, but it's mostly me at this point. So if I want to scale, simplicity is my friend. Complexity is the enemy of scaling, and scaling brings its own complexity. Anytime you increase the size of the business, you introduce a certain level of complexity, I think. And so that's enough complexity on its own. You don't want to add complexity in fulfilling the product, right? That you want to keep as simple as you effectively can. So the other thing is that in terms of my customer satisfaction with my work, simplicity gives me the ability to deliver a consistent product. And you could argue that consistency is equal to quality, or in some ways is synonymous with quality work. And so it allows me to be consistent, and it allows me to be excellent. Complexity does not, I don't think it actually breeds excellence. Now, I'm not saying there aren't some fields where complexity is just the way it is. I mean, if you're a rocket scientist, it's going to be complex. But you're a neurologist or something, it's going to be complex, right? But anywhere you can, effective simplicity, I believe, is the absolute friend of business. It's the friend of action, of results. If I do simple things, I can do them with excellence and consistency. And when I do things with excellence and consistency, it's going to make my customers happy, and it's going to drive results, and it's going to be a true win-win. When I get too complex, it's probably going to tend to do the opposite. I'm probably going to have inconsistent results, inconsistent execution. Let's say I get really busy and it's tough to keep up with everything. It's probably the complex tasks that are going to get pushed off rather than the simple tasks, right? It's the complex tasks that I'm going to be stuck with more, and my team can't do as much on. So I do believe that simplicity is the path that is, well, first of all, most importantly, it's the path of what I believe God told me to do with my company. So that's what I want to try to be faithful to what he said. But beyond that, it makes a ton of sense when you step back and think about all the advantages of simplicity over intense complexity. So that's my goal. I want to do simple, effective marketing. And if you want someone who does incredibly complex marketing, then go for it. I'm probably not your guy. If you want simple marketing that, where the benefit, where you can leverage the benefit of my experience to find simple strategies that work, then StoryPro might be the company for you.